Good morning. The US stocks surged on Thursday, a day after Fed Chief Ben Bernanke's cautious remarks rattled Wall Street. A slew of influential companies came out with forecast-beating results, shoring up the confidence in the US economy. Investors chose to overlook a weak report on weekly jobless claims and instead welcomed a smaller drop in sales of existing homes. A trio of encouraging reports from Europe, including one from the UK, set the tone for the world markets. In fact, the Indian markets, which was a pretty much lackluster, suddenly got a lift from a rebound in the European stocks. This morning, we expect a solid start for India as well. After crossing the 5,400 hurdle, the bulls would look to pole vault the NSE Nifty above 5,500. Beyond a point, it is likely to struggle unless the upsurge in world market continues. So now is the time to rejig your portfolio and lighten positions and have a relaxed weekend. The results from the stress test of European banks are due after the European markets close today. Be warned that the European banks' stress test may not make a hell lot of a difference on the sentiments. It is not a panacea for the sovereign debt problems plaguing the Eurozone. It will take more than just the stress test for the European Union policymakers to convince the world that all is well in the region. Some strategists say that the banks passing the test will not give the right signals. Also, the test could end up offering too little information to reassure markets about the health of the region's financial sector. Any further upside would come mostly from the global markets, though domestic earnings will have a bearings on the sentiments. Next week, of course, we have the RBI policy review and the F&O expiry. A 25 basis points rate hike is on the cards today, but the markets will be keen to know the RBI's assessment of the economic situation, particularly inflation. As far as the derivative markets are concerned, the indications are very much positive. The results to be declared today are Allahabad Bank, Arriva TND, BHEL, Bulker, Biocon, Brigade, CESC, Geometric, Glodine, HPCL, IFCI, Indiabulls Securities, InfoEd, Jayaprakash Associates, Jayashree Tea, Jet Airways, JSL, JSW Energy, Kale Consultants, M&M Financial, McLeod Russell, Motilal Oswal, OnMobile, Philips Carbon, Praj Industries, Reddington, SRF, Thomas Cook, TRF, TV Today, UCO Bank and Wipro. The other news for the day is the RBI permits takeout financing via ECB for new infra projects. Food inflation rose 12.5% on an annual basis in the week ended the 10th of July against 12.8% surge in the previous week. The centre and the states have agreed to leave out alcohol, petroleum products and electricity duty out of the proposed goods and service tax system. The government has decided to rope in the private sector for building rail lines and connectivity projects to create additional rain transport capacity in the country. The monsoon rains have been 14% less than normal this season, with almost the entire central India receiving deficit rains. Bharti Walmart, the joint venture between Bharti Enterprises and Walmart stores, is planning to open 140 retail stores by the end of this year. JSW Steel is likely to announce a stake sale to Japan's second largest maker of steel, JFE, after about 8 months of discussion. Moving on to the recommendations, the technical calls are a buy on Reddington Limited. We advise buying the stock above levels of Rs 385 with a stop loss to be maintained at Rs 377 for a target price of Rs 405. And a buy on Indian Bank. We advise buying the stock above levels of Rs 248 for a target price of Rs 254 and the stop loss is to be placed at Rs 243.50. And the derivative strategies are long ITC July future in the range of Rs 298.50 to Rs 299.50 for a target price of Rs 308.50 for a stop loss to be maintained at Rs 293.50. And long KS Oils July future in the range of Rs 52.50 to 53 for a target price of Rs 55.50 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 51. Thank you and have a great weekend ahead.